trains you just can't stop. And so I had a really great time. All the train shots were basically just a lot in Nebraska. And I was saying to Anthony, I keep hearing the train whistle, and I keep thinking, I got to shoot that. I got to shoot that. So Victoria is obviously a beautiful train town,
So you went all the way to Nebraska. You didn't follow the Hudson or go up to Poughkeepsie or something? Shoot straight up.
Shot some Newburgh. Oh, right. We got a New Yorker here. Okay, that's great. So this guy knows where we're from. And it's real pretty. It's hard, but beautiful, you know? Yeah. I saw somebody was going to ask.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, what scene is he talking about? I can't remember.
With Nathaniel.
Oh, right. That was. So what's your question about it? Sorry.
Well, my question is, where did that come from? Was that an organic thing that naturally came out of trying to force that father-daughter relationship as a protector, or another tone of assault in the storyline?
I don't know where the scene came from. You'll have to ask them that. But all I know is that guy was my drum teacher. So, good thing I was close with him. Otherwise, it would have been super awkward. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he creeped me the hell out, though. I was like, I know you, and you're a really nice guy, but this is creeping me out. But ask her where the scene came from.
Yeah, the nicest people play the best creeps, I find. I think we thought that it was a way to show everything this girl is handling. I mean, it's enough that she's vouching for her own the boy. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say that Eddie, is fighting for his own identity, and then to put him in a position of danger like that. Also, it gives Nick a chance to come in and help, and it also gives Eddie a chance to show. It gives us a chance to show what Eddie's got to go through, and that's interesting though. The idea of assault. That's good. I've never kind of used that. I'm going to steal that.
Another quick thing about that scene is, it also pushes Pop away, because in a way it's like everything now it's spinning out of control. It's like, okay, Nick has too much on his plate now, and unfortunately, he's got to say goodbye to Pop now. And so it was a way to really, push that painful thing that he had to give up a promise that he made. But that's a great question, and it's a great theme that you picked up. And
Anything else?
yes.
Can you talk a little about the co-directing process? Having your great partner wife direct you and you directing her. How much feedback did you give yourself versus how much trust did you give the other person? And they're like, oh, that was bad, or you're like, oh, that was good, or how did that kind of dynamic work out?
Fantastic question, and I think all of us can answer that in our own way. I think Zella should start with her answer.
Well, I'm the BS monitor, so basically if they do something stupid or not real, I'll be like, hey, that's stupid and not real. Nobody would say that in real life. So, and I guess a good thing is, like, I can tell the truth. Like, they won't get mad at me because I'm just a little kid. So, yeah, I can be honest, and they'll believe me, and they'll be like, okay, that's super good advice. And then...
Yeah, this is our fourth film together, so we've kind of gotten used to dancing at the rodeo. That doesn't make sense, but
We're in Texas.
Yeah, I think the first time it was hard as a team. Or at least it was. I'll speak personally. It was hard for me. I'd only identified myself as an actor before then, and so then to come in and have my own husband saying that didn't look right, do it again. I took it very personally. Now I'm thinking, with many hats on, I don't take it so personally. I really value. I trust John's and the kids. I trust their perception so much. So it's really been a kind of a blessing now to have this, to work so closely and feel so comfortable. And I just want to mention first our older girl. She was in the Candy Stripe. That's Lulu. She's now in college, so she's not with us, but she's really involved in this too. We've always been a foursome.
Well, Robert should answer too because he was the witness.
A witness. Well, I actually didn't feel that directed. I felt like, I'd read the script and I got some input from John and from Toby. But then, as we did it, the only kind of feedback I got was, that was fantastic, but, and then a little bit here and there. I don't think I ever got a criticism, but that's your method. It's just, it's fantastic, but, and then that's how we kind of zero in on what you want.
Because you're good.
I'm good.
Robert was
Naturally
wonderful.
demented.
Is there a lot of ad-libbing on your part? Just kind of flow and then go on a little bit.
Some, but not as much. No, that was pretty much, they wrote it pretty close to my personality, but, I was being myself. Oh. But they know me.
I think another advantage we have that we're making the movie as a family is that we shot all of the apartment scenes. We just rented a cheap motel right in our town. They gave us, they were super nice to us. And so we shot during the day in this motel, and then we just go home to the basement, load up the footage. And in a way, you can kind of self-direct because you can look. If we didn't like it, the next morning at 9, we could reshoot it. And that's a nice advantage. We like to try to turn our disadvantages into our advantage, and that is one, that we have to go home, we have to look at ourselves, and we can fix it the next day. Because we don't have to ask 30 people to show up to fix something. We just have to be like, cook the bacon and eggs, I'll get the costumes, let's go. And so we did a lot of that. We did a lot of fixing stuff,
Actually, you already answered the question I was going to ask. I do want to say, so, sir, you are amazing. We're all amazing. That's the best movie I've seen all year so far.
That's incredibly generous. Thank you very much.
Hey, I don't remember the technical term, but the transitions were beautiful. The way you transpose different images as you change to another scene. Is that just something that happened as you were working on it, or did you kind of plan those out?
Great question, and that's an incredible compliment. We did, in this movie, plan them out. In other movies, we didn't plan them out, and we found it very hard, to transition from one thing to another. And so after this was our fourth movie, we finally figured out that you have to know where your scene's ending and where it's picking up. And again, back to driving across the country, we knew that we really wanted that train to be transitioning a lot of scenes just to show that everybody's personality and everybody's life is rolling through. And there's nothing's going to stop her from being a boy, him from having dementia, her from getting over a stroke, and me from hopefully finding happiness, And it was, so the trains really made it a lot easier. But thanks for recognizing that. That's cool.
I get a question.
Yeah.
The humanity side of this, you just touched on that part of it, right? And a lot of it was what I saw from my perspective. For instance, like Pop, the decision that you gave to Pops was take your pill. And that was really heavy because you asked him to do that. And everyone else realized that that was a question of that. Where do you want to go from here? And you let him go away and do that. And that was really nice. I mean, not nice, but I don't see it in that perspective because I hadn't had to face that, right?
Because why?
I hadn't had to face that, so
Right.
I didn't see that in that perspective. I saw you doing that, but I felt myself being drawn into that, that humanity side.
I love that you mentioned that. That's the first time so we've done a bunch of festivals, and that's the first time someone's brought up something that we talked a lot about. That one scene was so important to us, because that's what's so tricky about dementia. I'm sure everybody here deals with it, is knowing what's the responsibility of me to that, and what's their individual responsibility. And Nick chose I'm going to put this in front of you, and this is your responsibility because I need it to be.
Right. So there was lots of decisions there. Your decision on Eddie, you accepting her, right? And then your decision on, I forget the character you played.
Vic.
Vic on the lesbian side of that, and how you accepted that, and how you brought it back into your life. All that was humanity that you're trying to show, and it was fantastic the way you did the transition, how you put the movie together.
Oh, thank you.
Show that.
You know, we always say we love real people, and because we're all real people, and we're all superheroes. We could make a movie about any single person here, because everybody does something heroic, because we all have big mountains to climb. And so it's really nice that you say that, because I hope that's what we're doing, is like celebrating people.
But it was spot on. Everything was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thanks.
Thanks. Yes.
Say, sort of to complement what you were saying, tolerance that you showed in this important time in our world, in our country, see that kind of tolerance is important.
Thank you. Thanks. We're all trains. We're not stopping, right? Well, then, is there any more questions? We want to say thank you to Anthony Padone and the Victoria Film Festival and Jake and everybody that put so much time into putting on such a great event, and to you guys to come out and spend your Saturday night watching our art gives us fuel to keep going, and we cannot thank you enough, and we just can't thank the town of Victoria enough. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.